Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be different from anything that I've ever done before, I think, because I have been in a reading slump for the past 2 years. I don't remember the last time I was actually able to sit down and finish an entire book. I've obviously tried reading books, I mostly read ebooks, but I just haven't been able to finish any of them. I genuinely don't know the last time that I actually finished a book. So since we're in quarantine now until God knows when, I decided that I wanted to start reading again because I really enjoy reading, even though required readings in high school really kind of ruined my love for reading for a bit. But I do enjoy reading, so I really want to try getting out of this reading slump because there are so many books that I have as ebooks and on my bookshelf over there that I've been wanting to read, but I just haven't had the motivation to. So I asked my friend Caroline if she had any tips on how to get out of a reading slump, and she told me to try audiobooks or read books that I know that I like, or just quick fun books. So I started reading last night. I started reading What If It's Us by Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera, and I love this book already. What chapter am I on? I'm only on chapter 6, and I already love it. I feel like I could probably finish reading this book today, and this will be a good start to me getting out of this reading slump because this book is so cute, and it's a pretty quick read. The pages aren't that it's not that long. Chapters are actually really short. So I started reading it, and I literally could not, I didn't want to stop reading, but I had to go to sleep because I would take a test in the morning, whole online school thing, whatever. So this is my first book that I'm gonna be tackling in my trying to get out of a reading slump during quarantine journey, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna keep on reading this book. And I did order 2 books on Amazon. I ordered Red, White, and Royal Blue, and Only Mostly Devastated, which I read the premise for Only Mostly Devastated, and I am so excited. It's Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda and Clueless, which sounds amazing. So I'm really excited for those books to come in the mail. But yeah, I'm gonna keep on reading this and I'll keep you updated, I guess. But this book is so good. It's so cute. Oh my gosh, I'm on chapter 10, and this is probably gonna be a spoiler, so I'll put a timestamp somewhere here about when I finish spoiling it. But when oh my god, when Ben and Dylan are at the coffee shop and Ben is going to get a drink or whatever, and he sees his face on the bulletin board because Arthur is the one that put up his picture there so they could find. Oh, this is this is such a cute book. Oh my god, it's finally happening. Oh my god. Wow. I haven't been this happy reading a book in so long. This is such a cute book. This is exactly what I needed right now. Wow. Well, I'm gonna keep finishing reading this because I love it. It's so good. So it is currently, what time is it? 8:49 p.m. and I finished What If It's Us. I took off the dust jacket or whatever because it's easy for me to read like that. Doesn't matter. But I finished my first book in I was saying 2 years. I do think it's been 2 years since I finished, I actually finished a book. But that book was so good. It was so cute. It was exactly what I needed to get me to want to read again because it was such a quick read. The chapters are pretty short, and it's just such a nice, fun, lighthearted book. Like, it's so good. It's so cute. It's such a good book, and I feel like there might be a second one, maybe based on like the epilogue. I'm hoping that there's gonna be a second one. I don't know if they've announced anything yet because this book has been out for a while, but I really hope there is a second book because I would love to see where this story continues. Like, it's I don't know how to describe it other than it's just such a good book. Like, it's so cute. Yeah. I haven't been this excited to start reading in a while. Like, I ordered a bunch of books on Book Outlet and I ordered some on Amazon. Like, I have like 11 books coming in the mail this next week, so yeah, I'm so happy that I decided to start reading again. I'm excited to keep reading. I don't know what book I'm gonna read next. I might look at the ones I have on my shelf, or I might look at an ebook. But yeah, my journey to keep reading has officially started because I just finished my first book. My goal, I don't have like a specific goal necessarily, but I would like to read at least 15 books by the end of the year, which it's only, what month is it? It's April. So there's a while left to go. So maybe 15 books during quarantine will be my limit because I have a lot of books that I own, have bought, and yeah. So I don't know what else to say because this is like an ongoing like vlog journey thing, but yeah, What If It's Us by Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera. 10 out of 10 would recommend. It's a really good book. It's so cute, it's so nice and heartwarming, and I just really enjoyed it. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this segment here. If I start reading another book, then I will see you then, I guess. I look like a mess, but whatever. So when I finished What If It's Us last night, like a few hours later, I started reading another book. This one right here, Dangerous Girls by Abigail Haas, and it's so good. I'm already halfway through and it's been less than a day. Like, I've been reading this book for like a total of like 5 hours maybe, and I'm already halfway through, which I'm on a roll with reading books. Like, I literally think I'm gonna finish this book today, which is crazy. Like, I'm 2 books in 2 days. That's unheard of for me. So far this quarantine reading slump may no longer be a reading slump. I may be reading a lot more, hopefully. I'm waiting for all my books to arrive, but yeah, I want to order more books already, which I know I shouldn't because I already have like 10 on the way, but I've never been so excited to start reading again. I know I talked about this in the clip from yesterday, but I've never been so excited to start reading again. Like, this book is so good. The timeline is kind of annoying, like how it skips from present day and then there's like flashbacks like every other chapter kind of, so that's kind of annoying because then I forget some details, but it's not that bad. Like, it's a really good book. I'm really interested. Like, the story is getting so good, and there's a few typos that I've noticed, which I don't know why I love finding typos in books. It's like so, I don't know. But yeah, this book, really good so far. I will keep you updated, but I'm literally almost done with it, which is so exciting. Oh my god. This book was so good. I was literally on the edge of my seat the entire time. Like, I just couldn't stop reading. I didn't like how the timeline jumped back and forth between like present day and like the past, but I didn't really mind it as I kept reading. Like, it made sense for the story, but wow, this was so good. I can't believe I've read 2 books in 2 days. Like, I'm so proud of myself. I don't know what book I'm gonna read next, but yeah, this was a really good book. If you want like a thriller, kind of like a YA thriller, I guess, this is a good book. I was literally on the edge of my seat the entire time. Wow. So I just finished reading Only Mostly Devastated by Sophie Gonzalez, and wow. I can't believe that I read another book in an entire day. Like, I literally got this book at like around noon, and then I finished reading it before midnight. I mean, it's a pretty short book. Like, it's tiny. It's less than 300 pages. But wow, that was such a good read. It was so cute. It was a cute little like slow burn romance, kind of. The premise was like Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda meets Clueless, because like it was like a summer romance or whatever, but I didn't really get like Clueless vibes or anything from it. But yeah, this was a really good book. There's a part where where Ollie, the main character who's like narrating, mentions the book title, and I love when a book, like the character mentions the title of the book in like a conversation or whatever. Like, I love that for some reason. But yeah, the characters, I loved all of the characters. Like, they grew on me. They started to grow on me towards like the end, because at first I didn't really like Laura, because if you've read it, you know. But then she started growing on me towards the end, and so did all of the other characters. Something that I didn't really like about this book, though, is just how back and forth Ollie and Will's relationship was. Like, it was a roller coaster watching their relationship. Like, it was a lot. Like, I was so stressed out at some points. Like, it was a lot. Like, it was a roller coaster. But in the end, it ended up being super cute, and I think it's a really good book. It's a really quick read. Like, it's tiny, so I don't know what book I'm gonna read next. I have a book arriving on Wednesday, which is Red, White, and Royal Blue, which I am so excited to read that one. So that might be my next read. I might stop my little reading for just one day, because I've been reading a lot. Like, I've read 3 books so far, and in 3 days. Like, I've read entire books in just one day, so might take a little break for like a day or 2 and then pick up another book so I don't get too exhausted of reading. But yeah, that's my other update for Only Mostly Devastated, my 3rd book in my reading slump, like getting out of a reading slump / quarantine boredom, I guess. I don't know. So I just got a bunch of books in the mail. I got The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller, Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston, and then I got The Nowhere Girls by Amy Reed, which I'm so excited to read this book specifically because the premise reminds me of the MTV show Sweet Vicious that got canceled tragically, but it's such a good show, so I hope that this book is going to be similar to the show because I really like the premise of the show. So yeah, I'm really excited for this one, but I'm excited to read all these books. So I made a poll on Twitter because I wasn't sure which of these books to start first, and so far Red, White, and Royal Blue is winning, so I'm probably gonna end up reading this first, and then maybe the Nowhere Girls next because I'm really excited about that one. But I might read this first, but it depends on what the poll says because I'm indecisive and can't make my own decisions apparently. So yeah, when the poll results come in, I'll come back. That made no sense, but you know what I mean. So the poll has spoken, so I'm gonna be reading Red, White, and Royal Blue. I already started it. I'm like, I like literally just started. Like I'm on chapter 3, but so far I'm really enjoying it. It's very clearly like an enemies to lovers story, which I'm a huge fan of. It's one of my favorite tropes is enemies to lovers. Like that slow burn, it's so good. And I really like how slow it's been so far. I mean, I'm only 2 chapters in, but it's been really slow, like building up like their background and each character and like their relationship with each other, like, which I really like. So I'm excited to keep reading. And yeah, this is a pretty, not big book. It's like 400-ish pages, but it looks huge. So I don't know how long it's gonna take me to read it, but I'm really excited because I can sense like the tension between the 2 main characters, and it's gonna be really good. So yeah, I'll check back in when I'm like halfway done or when I finish the book. So yeah, so I just finished reading Red, White, and Royal Blue, and wow, this was such a good read, but I hated how long the chapters were. Each chapter was like 20 pages long, some were longer, and like there were barely any breaks. So I couldn't stop reading because I don't like stopping in the middle of a chapter. I don't mind stopping when there's a break, but I'd rather finish an entire chapter. So that was kind of a struggle. I was struggling because the chapters were so long, which was kind of annoying. Like there were some points where I thought, oh, the chapter's ending, but it just kept going, and I was like, oh my god. But it was such a good book. It was such enemies to lovers excellence, honestly. Like it was so well done. I love the enemies to lovers trope. It's one of my favorite tropes, and I think this book did it really well. Like it was very slow burn enemies to lovers, and it was so good. This was a really good read. And yeah, I've read 4 books this week, which honestly I'm very proud of myself because I've been in a reading slump for like 2 years, and I managed to read 4 books already. And I completely forgot to include this in my update, but I've been rereading Six of Crows. I've been highlighting it and tabbing like my favorite scenes, and I'm already halfway done, I think. Yeah, I'm at like the halfway mark. I've been listening to it on audiobook and like reading along and highlighting, but I don't know when I'm gonna be finishing this because I want to read Crooked Kingdom already, so I kind of want to stop reading this. But I'm already halfway done and I want to finish my tabbing, so I'm halfway done with Six of Crows, and I don't know what book I'm gonna read next because I have so many books. But I might read either The Song of Achilles or The Nowhere Girls because both of those look very good. But I do want to order more books. I'm gonna be getting a refund from my Nile tickets because his tour got canceled, so I'm gonna be getting some money from that. So I really want to order Daisy Jones and the Six because it looks so good. I think I'm gonna really love that book, so I want to get that book, and I'm also gonna read it on audiobook because apparently the audiobook is really good, so I might read that next instead. I don't know, we'll see. So I actually decided to read Every Heart Doorway by Shannon McGuire. I'll put a picture of the cover right here, but I actually started reading this book like 3 years ago. It's been a while, but I saw my friend update her Goodreads, and I was like, you know what, I'll give that book another try because I remember that I did enjoy it, and it was a really interesting premise, and it's a really short book. It's a novella, so it's less than 200 pages, so I decided to get it on audiobook, which was not the wisest decision because I got very distracted and I wasn't really paying attention, and I basically didn't retain any of it. So I don't know if it counts as having read it because I don't know anything that happens basically, but yeah, I might reread it at some point eventually because it's very short. Like I can read it in like 4 hours, but I'm gonna continue on with the series because the books aren't, you don't have to like read them like back to back or anything, but yeah, I'm gonna continue with the series, but I'm gonna wrap up this reading vlog here because I already know it's gonna be like super long. So just my final thoughts on my quarantine getting out of a reading slump thing. I don't know, I read 4.5 books. I read all of I read these 4 books here, which honestly I am so proud of myself that I was able to read 4 books, and I read all of these books, each of them in 1 day. Like I literally finished each book in a day basically. So I read 4 books in a week. Well, 4.5 if you count like the audiobook, but I'm not really counting that. But I am so excited to keep reading. I've purchased so many books. I have my book outlet order coming in, and then I ordered some more books on Amazon, so I have a lot of books to read during this quarantine. But yeah, all of these books right here, these are all very good reads. I recommend them because they're pretty quick reads for the most part, and they're so good. Like, wow, I really picked some pretty good books to get me out of this reading slump. So yeah, I'm very proud of myself that I was able to read so many books. Like, there wasn't a point where I was like, oh, I don't want to read anymore. Like, I just wanted to keep reading. So yeah, I'm very excited to keep on reading. I'm waiting for the rest of my books to arrive because all of those books look really interesting too. But yeah, that's it for this quarantine reading vlog. I might do another one at some point, maybe, if this is entertaining at all. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next one.